Good evening, مساء الخير, new designers, architects, النهارده هتكلم معاكم عن my studio. I'm gonna be talking both in English and Arabic. Well, I hope you understand my Arabic. I'll give you a little history about my work, where I started and everything. And I was born in East Africa in Djibouti, raised in Cairo, Egypt, and then moved to the US when I was 16 years old. And that's where I went to school, to university. I went to Otis Parsons School of Design. There, I went into a new program that was in 1991. It was called the Environmental Design. That was a new program that dealt with interior design, the architecture, furniture design, landscape architecture. So it was pretty intensive program, and it was very challenging program as well. But I've learned quite a lot from it. And in 1993, I have decided to do something a little bit different than interior design. So I signed up for a program in Paris at the Beaux-Arts, and I took some art classes. I had two choices: either to do some art classes or to learn jewelry smithing. Because I think in interior design, or if you're a designer, you really have to think about all of the aspects of design. Jewelry design is one of them, and painting is another form of design as well, another form of art. So it's very important that you have to diverse your knowledge. So I finished school in '94, and then I started in the furniture business. I used to represent a lot of suppliers from all over the world, and that was in Los Angeles. And I did that for quite a while. I was like a buyer. I was a creative director. And then the last thing I did in Los Angeles, I had my own showroom where I practiced interior design. And also I showed and I curated showrooms showing furniture, art, sculptures, and everything. My background in living, my background, living in being able to live in Africa and live in the US and travel quite a lot in Europe actually has developed my style. And and that was a plus. يعني حاجه كانت كويسه انا بالنسبه لي انه كان عندي الفرصه ان انا اسافر في اماكن كثيره في العالم، وان انا ادرس في امريكا واقعد في امريكا لمده 24 سنه. فده ساعدني كثير في ان انا I developed my style and my design philosophy. بعد ما طلعت من اليو اس اي رحت على يونايتد عرب اميريتس، دبي اول حاجه، وبعدين ابو ظبي. قعدت هناك لمده 12 سنه. And in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, I worked mainly in corporate. I did a lot of corporate projects in ministries, government, and semi-government, and gas and oil districts. With that, it added more to my knowledge, my style, and it helped me to develop myself and be a lot more creative and be able to deal with all aspects of design, and it was actually quite an interesting journey. In 2018, I have decided to come back to Egypt because Egypt has a lot of culture, has a lot of art, and there's so much to discover here. And I've decided to create my studio, which is why there's a studio based here in Cairo, but I do projects globally. So whenever I'm needed, I travel to any country in the world and I design the projects here in Cairo, and I go to the site or go to any part, and I project manage there, and I execute, the projects. That's it. That is basically my background and my journey through interior design and through architecture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some samples of the work that I did in the UAE. They're quite diverse projects, mostly corporates, high-end corporates. Some are middle-end corporates. أكثر المشاريع دي اللي عملتها هناك كنت أنا الديزاينر وفي معظم الأوقات، وبعض الأوقات أنا كنت الكلاينت ريبريزنتيف، وبرضه في مرات أنا كنت الكونتراكتور. So it was a turnkey project, design, execution, and project management. And that was the best scenario for me because I was able to give the client exactly what I have designed for them. Okay, so enough about myself, and let's move forward with the some of the projects that I did. Let's go with this, the first one, which is called Abu Dhabi Housing Authority, ADHA. This project, actually, the client wanted me to do basically A to Z. They didn't have an identity, so I have created an identity for the company, and I wanted to study and know exactly what was their role, and what they did was they provided homes for the locals. So they had an office that controlled a lot of the projects that were done in Abu Dhabi, and they were interviewing locals and sharing with them the project that were happening to Abu Dhabi so they could locate them in the proper projects that were suitable for those individuals. Okay. So I came up with the idea of basically their identity. It was created from the map of Abu Dhabi, and it was a grid. I gridded the city of Abu Dhabi, and from that grid, I started layering the grids on top of each other to come up with a motif that will represent the Abu Dhabi Housing Authority, which is ADHA. So this is the final motif. These are actually actual images. This is not a Photoshop. This is not a 3D rendering. These are actual images of the project. So here is the lobby where they receive the clients and they take their information, and then they بيبعتوهم للأماكن اللي محتاجين يروحوا يقابلوا فيها ال representatives. This is part of the lobby right here, and you can see here in this particular project, this was an A to Z project. I did identity, I did design, I did execution, and project management. Here are the offices. Of course, we have to spend a lot of time with HR to discuss the requirements of employees and the sizes of offices they required and the hierarchy of their chart. And so we can designate the proper spaces and proper offices for each employee in the company. And here, if you can see the rug or the carpet tiles that I have used, it was very actually it's kind of like very similar to the logo that I have created for the company, and even the stickers that I put on the walls. This is the reception area. This is where they meet the clients and they sit with them and they talk to them about the different projects that are happening in Abu Dhabi, so they can designate places and houses for each client. The colors here were created specifically for the client. This is kind of like I call it like a collaboration area. This is where clients can sit with a representative in a cozier space, in a more personal space, where they can discuss certain aspects in their lifestyle, so they could direct them to the ideal project and space for their living. And in the background here, you see also like a little pod where you could have kind of like a semi-private area, and you could meet with clients and you could discuss some other issues with them as well. This is an open space. That's what the client wanted. They wanted kind of like a more free, open space area where, clients can interact with the employees without having any boundaries or anything. It's more personable وأكثر كمان بتخلي الشخص مرتاح أكثر بطريقة. These are the pods, the private pods, semi-private pods right here. شوفوا أنا ممكن ال representative from الهيئة يقعد هنا مع clients. دي استراحات احنا بنعملها في مشاريعنا. كل دور بيبقى فيه lounge area عشان الامبلويز وعلشان الكلاينتس ممكن يقعدوا في ثلاجة، في coffee machine وممكن يرتاحوا. They could have their lunch there, they could have coffee there. فدي حاجات دائما بتكون متطلبة في المشاريع اللي كنا بنعملها. This is an executive office, which is there was like an executive area where we had like the directors' offices, and this is the top executive in the building. This is just a detail of the one of the lounges that we did. If you see that I handpick every single item in the project. For example, this wallpaper I got in Paris from a very well-known company because also it had that kind of like city motif that is very similar to the logo that we designed, and also the city of Abu Dhabi وكمان المشروع، الاسم بتاع المشروع اللي هو هيئة إسكان خريطة map of a city والحاجات دي كلها. المنطقة دي كانت للماكات، فكل مطور عقاري بيجي بيحط الماكات بتاعه هنا علشان الكلاينتس يجوا يشوفوا الديفلوبمنتس ويختاروا المنطقة اللي عايزين يعيشوا فيها. الcolumns, these were structural columns. I covered them with this recycled material that it can be actually lit from the inside. Believe it or not, this material is used at the post office. I sourced it out and I was able to get it from a company in the USA because this is what they use at the post office in the US. The boxes where they put the mail, it's made from this material. So you have to be very, very resourceful when you do such projects like this, so you can give each client a very unique product at the end. This is another black and white picture of the same executive office that I have shown you, that I showed you before. Now we're going to go to ADNEC. ADNEC stands for Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Company. And that was a small project that I did for the director of this company. This is the building. It's a beautiful building right in front of the water. This is a tower right here. It's a hotel tower and an office space as well. This is a little detail of the office that I have designed for the director of this company. And these are actual pictures. So what I did is, أنا اخترت كل الفurniture للclient مع color theme, حتى الارtwork in the background. Also, I have selected for the client الهاردوير اللي على الباب, door handles والحاجات دي كلها I designed myself and I had it produced in Abu Dhabi. The carpet, it was a company that sold different shapes of the tiles. So I created الموتيف بتاع الأرضية. I selected the colors. This was hand laid. So each tile was like, hand laid on the floor. This is the detail of the desk for the director. This is a black and white picture of the office. This is another project, Abu Dhabi Investment Council. What we did here, it was the executive floor of the managing director. So it was a small project, but it was very demanding because it was a private office and a lot of security and a lot of requirements for that small space. It was only one floor. This is the building, one of the buildings. These are very famous buildings in Abu Dhabi. And they are green buildings. And you see here, this is a one-of-a-kind facade where you have these umbrellas that open and closes with the sun. So what it does is actually it reduces and it controls the amount of sun going inside the building, and that helps with the temperature of the building, also with the lighting inside the building. So it was a very, very interesting project, and each one of those pods or those umbrellas is about 7 meters long. So they're humongous. They're really big, and you don't see the size of the umbrella until you get very close to it. This is this building was very interesting because it was a green building. So the core area took about 35% of the floor space. So you have 35% of the floor, it's a core that you cannot basically touch or do any modification to it. And then you're left with 65%, which is the remaining area where you could, make the design and the modification. This is the main, it's called Majlis, or like a salon for the managing director, where he could sit, his desk is there, and he could meet with people, and they have a small little meeting table as well. I have selected all the furniture, of course. These sofas were made by Bentley, the car company, and it's a line of furniture that they did, and it's a very exclusive line of furniture that they do. الموتيف اللي هتشوفوه هنا على الحيطة this motif we took from the design of the umbrellas outside of the building. فعشان يكون في المبنى من برا يكون في شيء جوه المبنى بيشابه الحاجه اللي برا، يعني ما يكونش مختلف بالمره. والسقف هنا السيلينج يرون انا بحب انه اخلي السيلينج نظيف، ما بحطش فيه اي you know AC grills ولا اي حاجه زي كده. You need also panels for maintenance والحاجات دي كلها. فايتس all hidden ومعموله بطريقه في mechanism that I developed انه ممكن you could remove the panels و you could access السيلينج وتعمل المينتنس من غير ما تغير في الديزاين. This is the lobby right here, and that's where you basically come from the elevator, and you go to the office entrance. هنا برضو ممكن تشوفوا نفس الموتيف بتاع الامبريلا اللي برا موجود على اللوبي area. الأرضية كلها marble. بعدين I inserted another kind of marble inside on the floors. وعلى الحيطة دي كلها lacquer. And I inserted bronze pieces as a motif. This is the lounge area at the lobby when you enter. هنا مثلا عندنا an access panel. كان صعب قوي ان انا to hide البانل ده، فاضطريت ان انا اعمل الاكسس بانل في الحته دي لانه ده كان required. بس شوف حتى السيلينج الشكل بتاع السيلينج it's also similar to the الموتيفز اللي موجوده في المشروع كله. This is a steel staircase, one piece of steel staircase that takes you to the top floor. ده كان صعب قوي ان احنا ندخله في المبنى لانه it was one piece والارتفاع بتاعه ده طلب منا some engineering you know personnel and stuff like that to be able to get it inside the building. This is the secretary office. هنا ممكن تشوفوا بقى الامبريلاز اللي برا موجوده. They have a hydraulic system بيشتغل مع اشعه الشمس، وهو اللي بيتحكم في الامبريلا بتقفل وتفتح امتى مع ضوء الشمس، علشان ما يدخلش ضوء كتير وحراره كتيره جوه المكاتب فبيتحكم في الامبريلاز. It's a little detail of the furniture. I picked all the artwork. I worked with an American artist who lived in the UAE, and he did these lithographs of the mosques and the iconic buildings that are in the UAE. This is an executive meeting table. And of course, we selected all the audio video for this table. I work with a company in Spain that specializes in executive offices where you have all these pop-up television screens. When you use it, it pops up. You just press a button and then it goes up. It pops up. When you don't use it, it just goes down, and there's a flap that covers it, so you have a table without any screens on top of it. So it's one of my favorite companies. It's called Archer Homes, and they specialize in pop-up monitors. an audio and video. Here you can see it right here. Of course تحت الطاولة هنا السيستم there's like a hydraulic system موجود تحت هو اللي بيتحكم في السكرينز بتنزل وبتطلع وممكن تلف برضه الناحية الثانية. الكاربت I designed the carpet as well for this particular area. This is another view of the table without the screens, with the screens down. This is another view of the executive office, the corridor area. Now, this one actually is one of my favorite projects that I did. It's for the International Petroleum Investment Company, IPIC. I worked on this project for a year and a half. The client gave me the 100% carte blanche ان انا اعمل البادجت بتاع المشروع، اصمم المشروع. I manage the project و I execute the project as well. فكنت client representative. I was a designer and I was a project manager and I was a contractor at the same time. يعني 4 jobs in 1 job. So it was extremely intense. I moved my office inside the building for a year and a half, which is during the duration of the project, from day 1 actually. And my staff of 10 designers and architects. And then below me, there were about 20 draftsmen and architects working. And then, of course, I had about 200 people in the contracting company to execute the project. المشروع كان 3500 متر مربع بس. It was a lobby and an executive area. This is the building. أنا السكوب of work بتاعي كان في التوب floors آخر طابق فوق وفي الجراوند فلور المدخل اللوبي area. I'll go through it with you. Okay, this is a view from the 35th floor, from the 35th floor to the 34th floor. السلم ده أنا عملت له ديزاين وجبت شركة من إيطاليا علشان تعمل لأنه it's all glass. كله كان glass الستراكشر اللي هو الستيل ستراكشر اللي بيشيل الجلاس ده كله وبعدين متغطي بكلادنج chrome and it's floating on a pool, a shallow pool to reflect الجلاس وتخليه transparent كأنه it's floating on water. بعدين فوقيها كان في skylight. ده السلم ده كان معجزه الصراحه لان انا رحت ايطاليا قعدت مع الانجينيرز هناك لمده شهر كامل علشان نلاقي طريقه ازاي ممكن نعمل السلم ده انه يكون سيف وانه يتحمل يعني heavy traffic في المنطقه دي لانه مكتب يعني اخذنا في ناس بتطلع وتنزل كل يوم عده مرات ف it needed a lot of engineering calculations and a lot of engineering work علشان نطلع بالنتيجه دي. وبعدين الشركه الايطاليه جت لابو ظبي وقعدت لمده شهر كامل علشان تعمل installation للسلم. بس الحمد لله يعني it turned out really beautifully. If you notice هنا برضو السكرينز اللي موجودة ورا على الحيطة اللي ورا ده الفكرة منها انها كانت قطعة ارابيسك اللي هو الموتيف بتاع الارابيسك وبعدين انفجرت وطلع منها different shapes. فهنا when you see it, you see one image, but it's scattered throughout all the screens. وده المشروع انا حبيت ان انا اشتغل فيه بطريقه انه بتستخدم السنسز بتاعك، انه السنس بتاعت السمell، السنس how you see things and what you hear. فلما تدخل المكتب ده انت ممكن تشوف مثلا هنا طائر يطير، بعدين الباك جراوند بتسمع صوت الرفرفه بتاعت الاجنحه بتاعت الطائر، وتسمع صوت الميه dripping. فكنت حابب ان انا العب مع السنسوريز و to create an environment that is very, very serene, very peaceful, very zen-like. لأنه at the end of the day, this is a very intense office where they do a lot of, they make a lot of big decisions, and they have a lot of visitors from VIP visitors from all over the world. فمحتاجين relaxation mode في المنطقة دي بالكامل. حتى الأبواب كلها ما فيش أي باب يفتح من غير السنسوري. You have to, there's a sensor that, you know, that opens all the doors. ده الغرفة غرفة الاجتماعات اللي بيتقابلوا فيها مع international figures from all over the world. So you have the managing director of this company at the head of the table. In the back, this is an artist that I hired, that I found in the UAE, and I gave him this image right here, and I asked him to create a piece of art from maybe like 5 shades of gray plus white and black. So he came up with this idea, which is plastic pixels. There are about 60,000 plastic pixels that are glued to create this artwork. برضه هنا نفس الشيء في السقف، ما حبيتش احط اي you know maintenance ولا service boxes ولا اي حاجه، كل حاجه موجوده تحت. And all you have to do is just you have to slide the panels, you access the AC and the chillers والحاجات دي كلها ولا the lighting, and you change it, then you put the panel back. The carpet we designed, it's one piece of carpet, silk rug. The طاولة also I designed and I had it made in Spain with a company that specializes in executive and meeting tables. This is another view of the 34th floor, and then the view of the 35th floor. And this was the time where we supposed to hand over the project. It was like a week before we had to hand it over. فأنا بروح بعمل inspections every day. أنا كنت قاعد في المبنى عامة، بطلع أعمل inspections once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and to see the progress اللي كان بيحصل في المشروع. ده المدخل اللوبي. When you enter, that's the VIP lobby. Toilet area, that's in the back right here. Seating area. الشاندلير, this is a company أنا بشتغل معهم من زمان من أستراليا. رحت وعملت كورس معهم لمدة أسبوع, and I developed the design all the technical requirements in chandeliers. دي معمولة من Hungarian crystals، وكل نجفة عليها حوالي 20,000 crystal، يعني 20,000 قطعة من الكريستال محطوطة مع بعض زي ما تكون متخيطة وبتتحط مع بعض to create this beautiful artwork of a chandelier. الأرضية في المشروع ده الصراحة لأن أنا بحب إني I love paying attention to all the details in all of my projects. فالأرضية دي جبتها من اليونان. أنا سافرت لليونان، قعدت في اليونان لمدة شهر، رحت للمناجم اللي بيطلع منها الوايت ماربل، واخترت نوع من أنواع الماربل مخصوص للمشروع ده، وقعدت هناك لغاية ما اخترت الحجر وتقطع السلابس و you know to monitor the quality بتاع الشغل عشان you can see here how the patterns are they're almost like they almost look like it's a one slab، مش يعني قطع وبعدين كانوا قطع كبيرة الصراحة. هنا مكتب من المكاتب برضو the managing director. This was his office right here. Well, the managing director was a car collector. He loved car racing. فزي ما تشوفوا السيلينج فوق الديزاين بتاعه معمول كأنه في فورمولا 1. It's kind of like a car race track. نفس الشيء برضه الموتيف بتاع الأرضية also it looks like a car race track. المكتب ده اتصور فيه فيلم بتاع مايكل باي اسمه 6 Undergrounds. إذا بتحبوا الأفلام بتاعت مايكل باي في فيلم اسمه 6 Undergrounds في مقاطع فيه متصورة جوه المكتب ده بالذات as an executive office. This is another image of the big meeting room. Another image of the lobby. This is another meeting room that we designed as well for the managing director. We use the same suppliers when we do monitors لأنه يعني لما الواحد بيشتغل مع شركة واحدة ويشوف إن المنتج بتاعهم كويس ومول دايما بيشتغل مع نفس المنتج لأن to maintain the same quality طبعا. ده بيوريكم صورة اللي بتكلم عليه أول اللي هو السكرين السكرينز اللي كانت in the motif of an arabesque and exploded to create الباترن اللي ورا. ولو تلاحظوا كمان الرخام اللي ورا هنا يعني لازم تشوفوه in person في ديتيل كثيرة قوي. أول حاجة السايزز بتاعت الرخام وفي نفس الوقت برضو الجروفز. الرخام ده بيبقى فيه جروفز ما بتشوفوهاش لما تقربوا منها ولا لما تحسوها بإيديكم. ده كان المدخل بتاع المبنى حوالي الارتفاع بتاعه ممكن يكون أكثر من 25 متر. فأنا حبيت إنه يكون المدخل very executive. So I elaborated on the design because it's a global company. فالناس اللي بتدخل هنا كلها ناس رؤساء دول ووزراء وحبيت إنه أدي المدخل هيبة وأدي له يعني a look to show that this company actually is a global company. الشاندلير اللي بتشوفوه ده فوق طوله حوالي 10 متر. واحد من أعز الأصدقاء في ميلانو is a sculptor يعمل sculptures نحاس ومن الماربل. I asked him to help me with this project and we designed this light fixture that looks like a sand dune. لانه بظل فيها كثير ديزرت وفيها بقى ساند دونز والحاجات دي كلها. فالشكل بتاعه represents the sand dune, and at the same time it's a chandelier, it's a lighting fixture. هنا ممكن تشوفوا كمان الماربل البوك ماتشنج اللي انا بحب اعمله في المشاريع بتاعتي. عندي هنا في مثلا 8 slabs of marble and how they book match together. الحيطه دي انا غيرتها 5 مرات علشان اتوصل للبوك ماتش اللي كان في دماغي، اللي كان في تخيلي للمشروع ده. السكولبتشر اللي على ايدكم اليمين ده برضو انا I created. It's a representation of the building because the building is in layers. The design of the building looks like it's a layered building. So it's a monolithic kind of like a representation of the building. It shows you الهيبة والsize of the building. سوري انا اتكلمت كثير عن المشروع ده الصراحه، لانه المشروع ده يعتبر من احب المشاريع لي انا شخصيا، لانه اشتغلت فيه كثير قوي وتعبت فيه كثير، وكان من انجح المشاريع اللي عملتها في حياتي المهنيه. سوري لقد وقت طويل اتكلم عنه. ده كان المكتب بتاع الرئيس الشركة برضو. It was on the 35th floor. See the view of the city of Abu Dhabi. It's an executive office for an executive person. حتى الديتيل اللي فوق بتشوفوها وكل حاجة يعني فيها it's very elegant. It's not over the top, بس فيها كده sophistication, elegance, والديزاين بتاعها everlasting design. It's a classic design. It's not trendy. يعني دي حاجة ممكن تقعد معاهم من 20 سنة 25 سنة مش هتقدم، شكل الديزاين مش هيقدم. This is another view of the table. This one was the lounge room for the VIP clients. دي فيها شغل كثير، لأنه الأبواب دي طولها حوالي 4 متر. I found an artist في باريس بيعمل restoration الكنائس والميوزيومز اللي موجودة في باريس. اشتغلت معاه انه يعمل لي موتيف في كده شبه الارت ديكو موتيف، ويعمل لي ابواب دي كانت ثقيله كثير، كان صعب ان احنا برضه ندخلها المبنى، وديزاين a handle to make these sliding door move smoothly and easily. This is also another one of like my favorite rooms. الماربل ده يعتبر من اغلى انواع الرخام في العالم، اسمه بورتونيرو. ده موجود في ايطاليا في منطقه اسمها كارارا. برضه رحت هناك عشان اختار الرخام ده، لانه one of the most expensive marbles in the world. So كنت لازم اكون دقيق في اختياري في قطع الماربل. This is an image of the lobby. It's a blur image of me and a friend of mine who was a designer also. This is the main meeting room, and it has a big smart touch screen. The lobby right here. This is the entrance to the elevators. This is the managing director office. Another image. This image just The table here also you will see it in the movie 600 grams. Another seating area for the managing director. شوفوا فوق ازاي الموتيف بتاع السقف معمول زي فورمولا 1 وبرضه السبب ان احنا عملناه كمان بالطريقه دي to hide all the chillers that were inside the AC units were inside those areas فاحنا we had to come down with the ceiling in some areas عشان ما يكونش السيلينج كله واطي ويبقى شكل المكان كلاستروفوبيك ففي حتت وطيناها وفي حتت عليناها لاقصى ارتفاع ممكن. الطاوله دي انا ديزايند الفينش بتاعها مكاسر ابني. الطاوله دي طولها حوالي 2.5 3 متر. جواها في ستيل ستراكشر عشان ما يعني عشان تكون بالطول ده. الميتال ده برونز كات باي ليزر. والقطعه دي جبتها من Los Angeles. It's a jade. It's a semi-precious stone, and then I designed the shade, silk shade for the stone. فكل الديتيلز والحاجات دي اعتقد اي ديزاينر لازم يكون دقيق فيها ولازم تكون موجوده في عقلك لما تصمم المشروع. كل small little detail ده شيء مهم قوي مع كل ديزاينر مع كل مشروع انك تفكر في المسمار اللي بيدخل في المشروع في شكل الخشب الرفلكشن بتاع الخشب هيكون ازاي مع الضوء نوع الاضاءه هتستخدمها ازاي الناتشرال لايت هيدخل جوه المبنى ازاي وهيأثر على المود بتاع المبنى من الداخل ازاي. دي كلها حاجات لازم الواحد يحطها بعين الاعتبار ويفكر فيها لما يستلم مشروع and when you design a project and work on it. This is another lounge برضه for the staff. Another desk. This one is for Adnok. This was actually and I did the whole building. المشروع ده كان المبنى من تصميم نورمان فوستر و it's a green building. أنا عملت مبنى كامل 58 floors لشركة أدنوك اللي هي شركة الغاز وكان المبنى ده لثلاث شركات مع بعض فكنت لازم أعمل أخلي اختلاف ما بين كل شركة وشركة. شوي ما عندي صور كثيرة هنا بس عندي شوية صور توضح لكم الفكرة. هو ده المبنى designed by Norman Foster. ده the World Trade Center بتاع أبو ظبي. فالمبنى كله ماشي على الطاقة الشمسية. فوق you see all the solar panels that feeds the whole building. ده التيبكال فلور اللي بيودي للمكاتب كلها executive offices plus meeting room areas. فالشركة دي كانت it's one company ADNOC بس كان فيها divisions كان فيها 3 divisions وعشان أعمل اختلاف ما بين كل division لأنه كان 58 floors but 58 floors كانوا divided by 3 companies. So each 20 floors or 19 something floors had to be slightly different than the other one. Difference كان موجود في إيه؟ كان موجود في اللون بتاع الكاربت. فلما كان الواحد بيطلع مثلا على let's say company number 1 بتلاقي لون الكاربت كله نفس الشيء كل الطوابق. لما يبتدي بقى يطلع بالكومباني نمبر 2 اللون الكاربت بيختلف شويه عشان يدل على ان انت in another company. But that was my indication of the different companies that are in that building. هنا a small little lounge area also عشان employees to go and have a cup of coffee, have lunch, and relax for a little bit. This is the reception to each floor. Another lounge area. This is a typical office. زي ما تشوفوا هنا المكتب كان متصمم على المولينز. I selected these mullions as a size indicator of the size of the building. بعدين المكاتب دي كلها collapsible. فإذا كان حد حابب يكبر المكتب ده البانلز اللي موجودة على الجنب دي كلها it's collapsible. So you can take it apart and you could increase the size of the office to the next one. فكان لازم يكون في كتير flexibility وفي حالة إنه صار أي نوع من أنواع modifications في الشركة. This is a typical open space area in the building. أول ما تدخل ده المدخل بتاع each floor تدخل على an open area بعدين بتدخل جوه في corridors بيكون كلها closed offices. ده مشروع احنا عملته برضه design and built Formula 1 اللي موجود في ابو ظبي. عملت lounge VIP lounge for the country ruler علشان الجس بتاعهم اللي بيجوا في خلال فورمولا 1 ريس اللي هو مره واحده في السنه. ف I had to design a space that will be suitable for 200 guests. دي الحلبة. I think that's what they call it, and, which is Formula 1. And this is my project اللي بتشوفوه هنا. ده كان دور واحد. احنا بنينا الدور اللي فوق. ده الفيو من ال outside outdoor area. ده الفيو من جوه للريس تراك. تحتيها على طول مكان من العربيات اللي هو الستارتنج بوينت بتاع التراك. هنا المدخل اللوبي عملنا مصاعد برا المبنى عشان تدخل الناس جوه. الحمامات. These are the seating areas. It was all an open space عشان الناس كلها كانت بتقعد في مجموعات بتبص على الشباك وعلى المونيتورز اللي كانت موجودة فوق. It's a detail for the furniture. This shows you الطابق كله بالكامل. ما كانش في سقف هنا ولا كان في أي حاجة على فكرة. ده كان مفتوح لبرا. احنا عملنا الحاجات دي في 6 شهور. المشروع ده كان لازم يخلص design و execution. This is another view. Another view here. This is another project that I did also for a government facility. This was an executive office for a minister. هي الآن وزيرة الثقافة هناك. فعملت لها الديزاين بتاع المشروع ده. It was a small project, but it was a very interesting project. Client was a wonderful client الصراحة. حبيت أتعامل معها. It was very, very serene, very relaxed space, artistic. الفurniture دي كلها أنا I designed it. It was a private collection. أنا عملتها مخصوص عشان الكلاينت لأن هي كانت بتحب الشغل بتاعي. فقررت إن أنا أعمل لها a private collection for her office. الديزاين ده مستوحى من Islamic architecture 1920s Art Deco بس in a modern twist. You see هنا الديتيل كلها بتاعت الابني والصدف وبعدين الميتال اللي هو البلاك كروم finish, and then you have all the wood brushed oak detail هنا ممكن تشوفوا النوبس الميتال نوبس. بحب انا كثير details كل حاجه بعملها الصراحه، سواء كان in a big scale ولا in a smaller scale like this in a furniture. النجفة دي الأباجورة دي أنا I designed with a very well-known company في مورانو في إيطاليا specifically for this project. هنا black and white images of the space. أنا هوريكم شوية مشاريع عملتها residential بس they're private. I'll go very fast عشان أعتقد إن إحنا خلصنا الوقت بتاعنا يمكن زيادة. I'll show you different images. This is a residential space. شوفوا المشاريع الكوربريت بتاعتي والريزيدنشال فيها اختلاف بس في نفس الوقت برضه فيها similarities. أنا بحب I like to design a lot of this stuff in rug. I designed it and I had it custom made. الفurniture كلها طبعا I bought it from different شركات مختلفة في إيطاليا. I selected the artwork كله برضه. ده الفيلا من برا. الحمام السباحة كان بلين، ده جاكوزي مع حمام سباحة. فأنا حبيت إنه يكون في ثيم ولا an inspiration للمشروع ده. فالانسبريشن بتاعتي أكيد أنتم دلوقتي عارفينها Mondrian. It was the Mondrian paintings. Mondrian was one of my favorite artists. فده الانسبريشن بتاع المشروع. فقررت ان انا اعمل حمام السباحه كانه it's a Mondrian painting. ونفس الجيومتريكال شيبس اللي موجوده في Mondrian paintings احنا استخدمناها في جوه الديزاين بتاع الفيلا. This is the entrance of the villa. You can see here the inspiration of the Mondrian paintings on the ceiling on the wall. دي نفس الشركة اللي استخدمتها برضه في المشروع بتاع ايفيك اللي عملته. برضه they custom made the chandeliers for me. Living room area, kitchen, detail بقى في الحمام. دي فيلا ثانية برضه for the same client. عملنا الكلاينت كان عايز اندور بول، فعملت تصميم an extension للمبنى على شكل المركب بيروح على طول على المارينا، وجواه بيبقى فيه حمام سباحة و lounge area for the client. So you can see here, this is the lounge area. This is the building اللي ورا المبنى ده، والاكستنشن اللي هو المبنى اللي بتشوفوه اللي على الشمال ده. This is the extension. It looks like شكله كأنه مركب. ده المدخل للفيلا. A detail of the ceiling. هنا بقى المارينا، فالناس بتيجي من الياتس بتاعها برايفت ياتس بيطلعوا على طول للده ويدخلوا للفيلا على طول for privacy. ده الصالون اللي في الفيلا. The staircase to the top floor. هنا بقى الفيو من فوق من اللانج لبرا للمارينا. Another seating area. الفيلا كانت محاطة بمياه، كان عملت بريدج ما بين المدخل الفيلا من ما بين الفيلا للمدخل المبنى الجديد اللي صممته. البريدج ده كان كله معمول من ازاز وتحتيه كان في ميه. This is a detail of the pool area. دي الفيلا من بره. ده الباب بتاع الفيلا. الباب بتاع الفيلا من بره زي اللي detail of the rooms upstairs. اللونج اللي بره. Detail of the staircase. Here you can see the extension. الفيلا الأصلية، بعدين الاكستنشن اللي بره. احنا شلنا جزء من الفيلا وبدلها عملنا المبنى ده اللي بره. Another detail of the rooms. And that's it. I do custom made furniture. برضه that's my hobby. الانسبريشن برضه Islamic architecture مع art deco. دي طاولة بالليزر on marble بعدين inlaid with ebony. Another a console area. A console table here. ولا ممكن برضه تكون a place for a sink. الحاجات دي كلها انا بعملها في مصر. بروح اشتغل مع ناس ارتيزان اللي هم بيعملوا الحاجات دي. انا بس لان انا الصراحه بحب الحاجات دي، او بحاول ان انا اعمل ميكس ما بين المودرن والارتيزانال work here in Egypt. افتكر ان الكومبينيشن دي بتبقى really, really beautiful together, you know. This is a limited edition furniture collection. أنا عملت منها بس 4 قطع. طاولات وسكرتري وديسك that's it. This is a buffet. This is a chair that I've made. الموتيف اللي ورا ده معمول من camel bone وصدف وابني. السبب ان انا استخدمت ال3 حاجات دي لانه الكامل بون does not reflect the light. mother of pearl reflects the light. الابني بيبقى مات. فلما الضوء بيسلط على الكرسي من ورا بيبقى كده it has like a sparkling effect. لان عن في المات فينش بتاع الكامل بون في sparkly shiny finish بتاع المother of pearl. This is another detail أنا بحب استخدمها في my design. A mirror also. It's about 50 kgs ومعمولة من نحاس وخشب مكاسر ebony وinlays. Another image of the chair. You can see here the detail of the back of the chair. And that's it. اتمنى انه قريب بور يو جايز وانبسطتوا في الجيرني دي اللي خدتكم فيها. اذا عندكم اي اسئله من اي حاجه you can put it in the question thing and then I'll receive it here in my Zoom and I'll try my best to answer it. Okay? يلا. I wish you the best of luck, inshallah, in your new life and whatever you do. One word of advice, travel a lot to learn more. Okay? Bye. اوكي. انا ما كنتش عارف ان احنا ستيل لايف. فا اوكي، بالنسبه للديزاين، يا ممكن تروح على الويب سايت بتاعتي اللي هي fuadmirzastudio.com. الشركه الاسبانيه اللي عملت المنتج اسمها ارثر هومز. هم their base in Spain. I think they're in Madrid. ف they have the best products الصراحه في المجال ده. آه، الاستراتيجي selecting the furniture دي بتكون اول حاجه نوع المشروع، اوكي، والبرفورمانس بتاعت المشروع. الحاجه لازم يكون شكلها حلو، بس في نفس الوقت لازم تكون functional، ولازم تكون durable to handle اليوز بتاعت الكلاينتس، لانه معظم المشاريع اللي بشتغلها مشاريع corporate. ف they use the furniture a lot. So you know, and they have people that come from everywhere. They use the furniture, فلازم تكون fire rated, structurally يعني strong، وفي نفس الوقت تكون functional وتكون beautiful، يعني aesthetically beautiful. أنا أعتقد إنه that's it. Uh, there are no other questions. Okay. Um, خلاص. أنا سعيد وأتمنى أن أكون رديت على أسئلتكم بالطريقة المناسبة. ف if you guys have any other questions ممكن برضو تروحوا على my Instagram account and you can ask me, and I'll I'll chat with you on the Instagram uh, messages. موتيف اللي هو الشكل. والله أنا I don't know how to explain it in Arabic. but a motif لما واحد بياخد شكل حاجة وبيعمل لها it's another interpretation of a certain image ولا حاجة. فمثلا الموتيف اللي عملته للمبنى اللي فيه الامبريلاز من بره، انا اخذت الشكل والديزاين بتاع الامبريلا، انا simplified it. Okay, and I created some sort of motif that represents and that looks very familiar and similar to the design of the umbrellas in the outside. So that's a motif. ولا شوف بقى في العربي. Google it and check and see uh, what motif in Arabic is. لا أنا ما بعتمدش على النسب الذهبية في كل ديزاين بعمله. ديزاين ده شيء يعني that has to come مع the client requirements. So you cannot apply uh, this formula on every single thing that you design. You have to consider it, and you have to consider الكلاينت يوز والrequirements وبرضه ال ال atmosphere that you want to create as well, you know, for the client. Yes, خلاص, let's thank you again and I hope إنه ده كان information that I shared with you. It was very informative and helpful. Okay, thanks again. Best of luck from my side.